There was once a warrior whose name made everyone afraid, from the heavens to the underworld. When kings heard about him, they felt nervous and unsafe on their thrones. He was the pride of Lanka, the greatest warrior of the Rakshasa family, Meghnad, known to the world as Indrajit. He was the living symbol of Ravana's power. Ravana trusted that strength more than anything, and that strength was Meghnad. His courage was so fierce that even time seemed to stop in front of him. Great assemblies of gods spoke about his bravery, and even the throne of Indra shook when his name was mentioned. Meghnad was the master of very powerful weapons. He had the blessings of Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. In his quiver shined weapons like the Brahmastra, Pashupatastra, and Narayanastra. He also had control over Nagpasha and magical illusions. He was the only warrior who dared to trap both Shri Ram and Lakshman in the Nagpasha. Once he defeated Indra, the king of gods, and brought him to Lanka as a prisoner. This act alone proved that Meghnad was not only equal to Ravana, but sometimes even greater. His secret strength was connected to the sacred Nikumbhila Yagna. If he completed this ritual, no one in the universe could defeat him. This is why even today, when great warriors are remembered, the first name often taken is Indrajit. But nobody can escape destiny. Meghnad, the powerful son of Ravana, finally gave his life because of his loyalty. He sacrificed everything for his father and for Lanka. Shri Ram himself respected Meghnad's dedication as a son. The history of Ramayana is not only about Shri Ram and Ravana. It is also the story of a great warrior who was trapped between right and wrong. He had power, respect, and almost unbeatable strength, but at the end, he received only death. The story begins when Ravana's rule was spreading fear across all three worlds. The golden throne of Lanka had become a symbol of extreme pride. Ravana knew that great power also demands a strong successor. Bibhishan was already opposing him. Kumbhakarna spent months sleeping. Ravana wanted someone of his own blood, someone who could carry forward his legacy and reach even greater heights. So Ravana brought the 9 planets under his control and ordered them, "When my son is born, all of you must stand together in the 11th position of the sky. My heir must be unbeatable." Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus, everyone obeyed his command, but Saturn refused. Instead of standing in the 11th place, Saturn moved to the 12th, changing destiny's balance. Ravana became furious. He captured Saturn inside a dark prison in his palace. There, Saturn was kept hanging upside down, unable to use his powers. Capturing a divine force was not just disobedience, it was challenging the natural laws of the universe. Ravana was proving that even destiny could be bent by him. But the question remained, did Ravana truly defeat destiny? Then finally, the unbelievable moment arrived. A sound echoed through Lanka, like hundreds of clouds roaring at once. It was the cry of the newborn prince. The ground trembled, lightning flashed, and the sky shook. Ravana's eyes sparkled. He saw that his son was born with extraordinary power. His eyes were like storms. His voice was like thunder. Ravana named him Meghnad, meaning the roar of clouds. That night, Lanka celebrated with joy, but destiny had already written something different. This birth was not of an ordinary prince. It was the rise of unmatched power. It was the beginning of a story where a son had to pay the price of his father's pride. As the child grew, his presence commanded respect. When he sat beside Ravana, even the strongest soldiers bowed their heads. But Ravana did not raise him in comfort. He trained him with strict discipline. From sunrise to sunset, he practiced under the burning sun in huge battlegrounds. Ravana knew victory is not inherited, it is created through struggle. Meghnad also learned secret knowledge. Ravana believed that true strength comes from both body and mind. So he sent Meghnad to learn from the great teacher of the Asuras, Shukracharya. And thus began the journey of a warrior who would shake the three worlds.
Under the guidance of Guru Shukracharya, there was knowledge of all three worlds. He was a master of politics, strategy, powerful mystical skills, and deep secrets. In his presence, Meghnad learned not only the art of war, but also the art of defeating enemies through illusion and clever planning. Guru Shukracharya taught him that a battle is not won only by strength. Illusion, intelligence, and smart judgment can be just as powerful as any divine weapon. At the Gurukul, Meghnad learned not just normal weapons, but the greatest weapons connected with the three supreme powers. Brahmastra, Pashupatastra, Vaishnavastra. These weapons had names that could make even divine beings afraid. Along with them, weapons like Nagpasha, Rudrastra, Yamastra, and Mahabalastra were ready to appear at his command. But Meghnad's biggest strength was deeper than any weapon, the power of illusion. He could become invisible and disappear into the air. He could create thousands of forms of himself and confuse his enemy. He could suddenly appear from the sky and attack with extreme force. His knowledge of machines, rituals, and deep meditation made him so powerful that on the battlefield he was not just a warrior. He looked like moving destruction. The most dangerous thing about him was that nobody knew when the next attack would come, from where, and in what form. Meghnad did not only defeat the enemy physically, he broke their courage, confidence, and mental strength. Great warriors like Marich and Kumbhakarna guided him from childhood. Marich taught him secret arts of illusion and the importance of strategy. Kumbhakarna trained him in physical strength and patience. Prince Meghnad was not only involved in weapons and illusion, he also performed strong meditation and important rituals. When Ravana was on his world conquest campaign, Meghnad stayed in Lanka and performed 7 powerful rituals: Agnishat, Ashwamedh, Bahuswarn, Vaishnav, Maheshwar, Rajsuya, and ghost rituals. The fire of these rituals increased his glow and power many times. These rituals were not just religious ceremonies. They were part of Ravana's plan to make Lanka even stronger and impossible to defeat. Meghnad was no longer just the future king of Lanka. He had become a warrior whose power made even divine beings nervous. His illusion skills and powerful weapons made him the strongest commander of the Rakshasa race. And now, the moment was coming that would give Meghnad a name greater than anyone imagined. A victory, after which his name would echo from the heavens to the underworld. Under Guru Shukracharya's guidance, Meghnad had trained so hard that it looked like he could challenge destiny itself. Meanwhile, Ravana was thinking deeply in his palace. After thousands of years of meditation, He had received a blessing from Brahma that no divine being, demon, celestial, or mystical creature could kill him. With this blessing, he decided to conquer all three worlds and began his campaign. Time passed. Kingdom after kingdom fell. Rulers were defeated. Ravana's power spread everywhere. Now his eyes were on Amaravati, the city of the divine forces. This was not just a fight for land. It was an attempt to step on the pride of divine beings. Ravana wanted to sit on the throne of Indra. Ravana led a huge army and attacked the heavens. The divine forces fought bravely under Indra's command. In the beginning, the Rakshasa army caused great destruction, but when Indra himself entered the battlefield, a fierce battle took place. With the combined strength of powerful celestial forces, he somehow captured Ravana. For a short time, this was a great victory for the divine forces. When news reached Lanka that Indra had captured Ravana, young Meghnad's anger erupted like a volcano. It was not only an insult to his father, it was an attack on the pride of the Rakshasa race. To take revenge, Meghnad himself entered the battlefield. Riding on his mystical chariot, he attacked the heavenly forces with great speed. Then began the furious battle of Meghnad. He turned invisible. He appeared in several forms at the same time. He attacked from all directions like lightning. His strikes were perfect and deadly. The rows of divine soldiers began to break. Those who were celebrating Ravana's defeat suddenly became afraid. The sky filled with arrows. Soldiers could not even see the enemy, and hundreds fell to the ground. Indra's son Jayant challenged Meghnad. Their duel was intense, but Meghnad's power was greater, and Jayant fell unconscious. Seeing this, Indra's anger flared again. Riding on his elephant Airavat, he entered the battlefield. He used his strongest weapon, the Vajra. But Meghnad was not ordinary. With his meditation and skills, he made the Vajra powerless. He turned invisible, and the Vajra missed its target. Everyone watching was shocked. The Vajra, which could break mountains. The Vajra, which had destroyed countless enemies. It failed in front of Meghnad. The result was clear. Meghnad captured Indra, tied him to his chariot, and dragged him to Lanka through the sky. The ruler of the three worlds remained a prisoner in Lanka for many years and suffered great humiliation. This was a moment of great embarrassment for the divine forces. Their pride was shattered. The Rakshasa race now stood taller than ever before. The fall of Indra became Meghnad's greatest victory. After this victory, he was given a new name, Indrajit, the conqueror of Indra, the warrior who defeated the king of the heavens and shocked all three worlds.
After Indra was captured, the leadership of the gods became weak. Without their king, many universal responsibilities stopped. The gods tried many times to free Indra, but they failed. They knew very well that attacking Lanka was not easy, and defeating Meghnad was almost impossible. Slowly, fear of disorder in the universe started rising. Finally, the god of fire and the god of wind together prayed to Lord Brahma for help. Understanding the seriousness of the situation, Lord Brahma decided to intervene. He reached Lanka and met Meghnad. Praising his bravery, Brahma said, "You have shown great power. Truly, you are one of the strongest warriors in the world. But Indra must be released for maintaining universal balance." Meghnad asked for immortality in return. Brahma refused and replied, "Immortality goes against the laws of nature, but I will give you a special blessing. if you complete the Nikumbhila Yagna before any battle, no one will be able to defeat you. But if anyone stops your yajna, that person will become the cause of your end." Along with this, Brahma also gave him a divine chariot that could fly in the sky and doubled his strength. Meghnad accepted this blessing and released Indra. Impressed by this victory, Brahma gave him a new title, Indrajit, meaning the one who won over Indra. His fame spread from heaven to the underworld, but this same pride would later become part of his downfall. After gaining Indrajit, Ravana became even more confident. He ordered his son to attack the kingdom of serpents, Naglok. Indrajit attacked the city of Bhogavati and faced King Vasuki. After a fierce battle, Vasuki was defeated. To avoid insult, he married his daughter Sulochana to Indrajit. Sulochana's patience, respect, and love won the hearts of many in Lanka. She became one of the most respected women of the kingdom. But at the time of marriage, Vasuki said, "Indrajit will be defeated only by someone who is connected to the power of Sheshnag." With these words, destiny quietly wrote a new chapter. Ravana's kingdom reached its highest glory, but his pride and ego became difficult for gods and sages to tolerate. Stories of demon power spread everywhere, and the protectors of the universe realized that only a divine force could stop this injustice. During this time, the great war with Ram and the Vanara army reached its peak. Ravana's strong warriors, including Kumbhakarna, Atikaya, and many others, had already fallen. As Ravana saw the bodies of his sons, he understood that his defeat was coming closer. At this moment, Ravana sent his strongest hope, his son, Indrajit, to the battlefield. The moment Indrajit entered the battlefield, the ground shook. Alone, he defeated countless Vanaras. Ram and Lakshman themselves faced him. Using his mysterious powers, he disappeared into the clouds and attacked from the sky. Then, he used his powerful weapon, Nagpash. Poisonous serpents tied Ram and Lakshman and made them unconscious. Lanka celebrated, believing victory was near. But Hanuman called Garuda for help. As soon as Garuda arrived, the effect of Nagpash ended, and both brothers stood up again. This made Indrajit even more angry. Burning with revenge, Indrajit took an oath. "I today will surely end one of these brothers." In the next battle, he used his powers again. He disappeared and attacked Lakshman from behind again and again. Finally, he used his destructive weapon, Shakti, which hit Lakshman in the chest. Lakshman fell to the ground. The Vanara army fell into sadness. It seemed the war would end without Lakshman, but destiny had another plan. Hanuman returned with the Sanjeevani herb, and Lakshman was saved. This miracle changed the entire result. Now, Indrajit understood that strength and trickery alone were not enough. He performed his final option, the Nikumbhila Yagna. Completing this yajna would make him impossible to defeat, even by Ram. At this moment, a great secret of Lanka was exposed. Vibhishan, who joined Ram, knew this. He informed, "If this yajna is stopped, only then can Indrajit be defeated." Hearing this, Lakshman and the army attacked the yajna site. The ritual remained incomplete. Angry and insulted, Indrajit was forced to leave without weapons of protection. Filled with rage, he swore, "Today I will punish Vibhishan myself." The final chapter began. Lakshman and Indrajit faced each other. Their arrows filled the sky with fire-like light. Even the gods watched this great battle. Indrajit used every weapon he had, but surprisingly, nothing touched Lakshman. In that moment, Indrajit realized, "I am not fighting an ordinary prince. I am fighting someone connected to the power of Sheshnag." He returned to his palace and told his father, "Please return Sita to Ram. This war will only bring destruction now." But Ravana's ego did not allow him to accept this. He insulted his son, calling him weak. Hurt but accepting destiny, Indrajit met his mother, father, and his wife Sulochana for the last time. Then he walked towards the battlefield. Now he was not a proud prince, but a true warrior ready to face fate. Lakshman took the Angelica weapon, blessed by Indra, and aimed it carefully. It pierced Indrajit's neck, and the brave son of Ravana fell. His end was not just the death of a warrior, it was the fall of Ravana's strongest support. The day Indrajit died, silence fell on Lanka. Ravana's greatest shield was broken. With the fall of Indrajit, the future of Lanka was decided, and the story of Ravana's own end was sealed.